Welcome to the 7 Minutes with Q podcast. I am your host, Q. Thank you for joining our show. Thank you to all of our viewers and all of our listeners out there. We appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, reshare, show us some love, leave us a comment. Today's show is a little different. I'm taking a risk today with today's show, and I'm going to talk about social justice. And formally speaking, this episode is called What If Social Justice is Never Achieved? And I'm going to just give you, I'm going to vomit. I'm pretty much, like they say, vomit on paper. I'm just going to vomit on the mic. I think that social justice as we want it, as we think, as we thought about it, is never going to be accomplished. I think we're going to get, for sure, we're always going to get symbolic gestures of change and progress. But non-symbolic, things are actually like real progress. We're not going to get everything on our list, but I think we're going to get some things and even small things. Why? Because, man, like, it's true, man. Racism, colorism, prejudice, discrimination, all that shit is profitable. It's profitable. It's sexy. Hate speech is great. It's amazing. I mean, listen, I was driving around Houston, Texas today, up in the Woodlands, Montgomery County, all over the city, Heights, everywhere. I mean, you still see Trump bumper stickers all over the place. Trump flags all over the place. It's crazy. And I also think about us as everyday people. I'm not sure we really want change like that. I mean, do you? Do you really want change? I also hear the argument that, like Rage Against the Machine, they say, in the song Down Rodeo, you'll never change anything with the ballot, and they're basically alluding to it being rigged. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. But I have to ask myself every time, if it is rigged, why do they keep making it harder for us to vote if they do have it rigged? I don't know. Yo, Q, fuck voting, bro. Get your money. Facts. But the problems I see, I hear, I feel with that is, listen, do you know how easy it is for them to write legislation and say businesses with this much black ownership or black representation in business must blah, 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 woof, woof, woof. Like, bro, like, they can cut us out of business ownership. Or they could write legislation that makes it harder for us to run our business. Or they can make tax codes and plans or whatever that tax us more since we are black. And maybe they're going to say we're a bigger risk. I don't know. Like, but I get the idea of us getting money. I get it. But what are we going to do with it? Because if the whole point of getting money is to sit back on our loins, then we miss the point. If it's to buy foreigns and buy brand this and brand name that and have this liability here or that liability there, I mean, is that really what the wealth is there for? Is that really what the money is there for? And yes, some trinkets are okay. Some trinkets are okay. Like, you are working for something. Some trinkets are okay. Trinkets can be fun. Trinkets can be cool. We know this. But can we also use that money to fund campaigns? Schools, scholarship programs, pitch competitions, devices for public school kids, tutoring. I don't know if voting is rigged or not. I don't know if voting alone and only can save us. I don't know. I want to know from you. You let me know. But when I think about Joe Biden and the Democrats Kamala Harris, right, our president, our VP, and how they have, we've lost funding in HBCUs. They're talking about reparations for migrants and not for Black Americans. And I mean, let's look at the other laundry list of the shit that's going on. Yo, man, I'm done with these motherfuckers. I'm done voting Democratic. I'm done. I might even be done voting. I gotta admit, I felt like a fucking fool voting for, Stuttering Joe and can't find her Kamala Harris. Once I really realized, they're like, no, we're not. When they asked them those questions, are you going to do anything specific for Black Americans? No, we're not. When have we? We do stuff for all rising tides. I feel like a fucking fool for giving them our vote. And by the way, rising tides lifts all boats is bullshit. Y'all talking about money for migrants right now. Let's also look at the history of giving immigrants in this country that come to this country some money. Let's look at those stories. Let's look at the corporate bailouts. Listen, I can go on and on. But I want to hear from you. You let me know. I mean, does voting still matter? Are we ever going to achieve our social justice goals? Or is the only way out for us is a financial way out? Is it money? Let me know in the comments. If these stories resonate with you, like, subscribe, reshare, show us some love.